It was not his fault.
It's not his fault that he willfully deceived a place of business. $300 after, like a week after he just bought an $8 million island. You're right, that is old money.
Yeah,
that's old money. That's old money.
But I'm just like, how could you?
I don't know.
He's like, there's no accountability there.
None.
He's like, they should have figured out
that it rattles. It's a basketball.
Yeah, they should have figured it out on their own. That I didn't return a Keurig. That I returned a basketball in its place. I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
Most people don't swap out things. When you go to return, you usually return the item that it's not like we're always on the lookout for a scam. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we should be. That's sad, but I don't know. Hashtag WTH. Go enjoy your island, buddy. Enjoy it. Before the feds come and get you for $300. $300.
Nuts. Hashtag WTH.
Oh.
So
how do some people leave their homes? I don't know how some people leave their houses.
So there's mummified mice. Not mice, rats. Rats,
like sewer rats.
In a husband-wife tomb in Egypt.
Aww.
There was like other animals and stuff too, but
there was like a
they
falcon
actually
and an eagle.
Mummified rats and put them in their tombs in Egypt.
Which means the rats were very special and important to this couple. My question is, who died first? And if he died first, did they go ahead and off her just to, put everything together and so they would only have to seal the tomb once? I don't know. But rats.
Okay, rats. I didn't even think like that.
I did because I don't know. Just because ancient times, like 2,000 years ago.
So if Jeff dies, I should just like off you and throw you in the casket?
No. No, I would love to not have that happen. Honey, you need to stay alive. Skyla's gunning for me.
Hashtag
WTH. Wow.
You guys are tuned into Lyfe Uncensored. I'm Skyla Dawn.
That got dark really, really quickly. I'm Dallas Lewis. I apparently need to watch my back now, so I may need some help.
No, you said...
Never mind.
Yes, anyways. So, you can tune in to us every Tuesday night here at 7 p.m. and have lots and lots of fun with us.
Well, yeah.
Lots and lots of fun.
We're the best source of entertainment for the week. This hopefully makes your week. It makes ours. We like being here with y'all. Except next week. Except next week we won't be here. I won't be here.
I will be somewhere.
She'll be somewhere.
Somewhere.
So we'll see.
Yes, I'll try. If the internet works. If the internet works, I will have it going.
Yeah.
I'll have to see how the internet is because I'm not sure how it's going to go. Okay, so every week we do a Lyfe 101, what we call Lyfe 101. It is a relationship topic.
Yep.
So it is either based on relationships, intimate relationships, or it's based on coworkers, family members, friends.
Oh, what?
Neighbors. Some kind of relationship. So this week it is actually based on intimate relationships.
Intimate relationships.
Yes. This week it is the fine line between love and stupidity. So at which point are you blinded by love
and being stupid? Yeah,
go ahead.
Blinded. It's like well, for us, stereotypes exist for a reason because most of them are true. And I know from my own history that there were times when I thought that I was in love and that kept me from seeing like huge red flags because I had tunnel vision on and I had blinders on that all I wanted was to be in this, loving relationship that technically did not exist. And so there's a really fine line between love and stupidity. For not all of your friends are going to be against who you're dating. You may have a couple that are like, they rub me the wrong way. But if everybody is throwing little cherry bombs at you and saying, hey, something's off, something's this, then maybe your love line has been crossed. Does that make sense?
Okay. So that may just not be the right person for you, you're saying.
Right. That person may be better suited for somebody else.
So that's not necessarily stupidity. That's just the wrong person for you.
Well, okay. So usually your friends and family are going to want what's best for you. And there's not going to be just a personality discrepancy involved in why they don't want you to be with this person. So it's not just, I don't want you to see anybody. No, it's going to be, there's usually an underlying current as to why people think that this person's not right for you.
Okay.
And that you can't see it because sometimes we get in our own head and we get in our fantasy. I mean, good grief, it's National Unicorn Day. We have fantasies. And we...
Unicorns are real.
Unicorns are real. And so we see one thing because we are blinded by love and everybody else sees something different. Because they have all of their senses about them. They are not in love. And they can see what's really going on.
Right. They don't have the endorphins. They don't have the emotion.
The emotional attachment to the situation.
So they're on the outside looking in. So the difference, so what's that fine line between stupidity and love? So when you say there's a fine line between love and stupidity, what are some of the characteristics of the person who is acting stupid and not in love?
Well, let's say you got into a relationship. You have everybody knows that I've been married for 20 years. I can't say that it's me. You have a vast network of friends. True or false?
True.
Okay. You are connected to family. True or false? True.
Somewhat true.
Okay, well, I'm her family. She's very connected to me. And if you get into a relationship that you are head over heels for, I'm going to have one, you checked for concussion, but two, I'm going to be watching you and watching us to make sure that we still have our together time. So if you were in this new relationship and you slowly started pulling away from all of your, there was excuses. Well, we can't go to John's barbecue because, we've got something else to do. Okay, fine. Legit reason. Next week, well, we can't go to Susie's birthday party because such and such. If your friend group starts to dwindle significantly after a new relationship, that may be a red flag of somebody wanting to keep you all to themselves. And it works for women and it works for men. There are women that go absolutely bananas when their guy does anything without them because they're, paranoid or whatever, and this works for both. This is not just directed at our female listeners that, hey, the guy that you're with is bad news. This is for our guys too, because there are some crazy ass women out there. And so if your circle of friends has gotten considerably smaller in the time that you've been together, you may want to listen to some of those people that are telling you, hey, this doesn't feel right to me. This doesn't sit right with me. You may want to look into this a little bit more. And your family generally is a good measuring stick. Your family's typically not going to just be jerks about something.
If you're close to your family.
If you're close to your family.
Like my family would not know.
My family probably wouldn't know with me either.
Yeah, because my family would not know, but my closer friends would know.
But your friends would know.
Like you, Carlos, Sean.
Yeah.
I mean, like you guys would be like,
Huh? This ain't right.
What did he say to you?
Yeah.
What does he want you to do?
Yeah. How come we can't come over? What is going on? You can't come to my house? You come to my house every Tuesday night for the last 5 years, and you can't come over anymore. What? I don't understand that. And something else. What did they say to you? If you're in a committed relationship, whether you're married, whether you're dating, you live together, you're in a committed relationship, and your person gets irritated or frustrated or mad and says, you know what, I'm just going to leave you. I want a divorce. I'm going to separate. I'm moving out. Do you really want to be with somebody that doesn't want to be with you 100%?
No,
really?
If someone is constantly threatening to leave you, they're holding security over your head.
Yes.
If someone's holding security over your head, they don't love you.
Yeah.
Because they don't want you to feel secure. They don't want your self-esteem high.
No.
So that
because
right there is a
huge
huge red flag.
Yeah.
Well, not even being dependent upon them. Anyone who doesn't want you to feel secure with yourself,
yeah,
that's a huge red flag. Because if someone's constantly saying they're going to break up with you or divorce you or holding any kind of self-esteem or security over you,
yeah,
that right there is a huge, 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 huge red flag. That's abusive, right? I mean, I know that's not the topic that we're on right now, but that's a huge red flag because that's showing that they want
total control over your thought process.
Yeah. So if you say, "But I want to be with them because I love them," that's showing. If a girlfriend said that to me or a guy friend said that to me, I would question their definition of love.
That's a very good point.
I would question their definition of love because for someone to love someone who does not want them to feel secure, that's not a that's a scary thought for me.
Yeah. Because
someone that you love should want you to feel secure, stable, empowered,
just confident.
Yeah. Yeah, not all spouses or others want you to feel empowered because that is threatening to them.
Well, they have issues of their own then.
Yeah, so that's a whole other topic, but they shouldn't want you to feel unstable or insecure.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah,
I mean those are two things they definitely shouldn't want.
So I guess the bottom line is that if you've got friends around you that are telling you, hey, you may want to step back and take a look at this, that maybe you're looking at things through your rose-colored glasses.
Well, sometimes people will do that though out of jealousy. So that's why I was asking you instead of worrying about what other people are saying, what are some signs or what are some things for a person to know the difference between stupidity and love?
Yeah.
What are some of the things that they can know for themselves are some signs.
Yeah. But when you're living it,
justifying.
Justifying. If you
justifying
always justify
someone's behavior.
Yes.
If you're having to justify their behavior to other people or to yourself, but you may not realize it when you're doing it to yourself.
Yeah.
But when you're constantly having to do it to other people.
Yeah.
If you're avoiding talking to people in your circle or your family because you're going to have to lie to them about what your significant other is doing or where they are.
Yeah.
That's a difference between love and stupidity.
Yeah.
If you are having to make excuses for how you're being treated.
Yeah.
If you're having to say like, oh no, he's so good to me. He does this and this and this and this. When
that's
he doesn't true. Or she doesn't do X, Y, and Z for you.
Yeah.
That's a difference between love and stupidity. If you're having to do things for yourself to make up for
what your significant other's not
doing for you because that your friends and family significant others do that for them, but they're not doing it for you. And so you're having to do it for yourself so that you can say to your significant, oh yeah, he does that. lying. If
Yeah.
you're having
If
to
you have
lie, if you're having to lie, then it may not be love.
It may not. Yeah.
No, it's not. But we're just trying to be nice. It's not.
Agreed.
Okay?
Agreed.
So, and if you have any other questions, just let us know.
Let us know. We'd be
Answer
happy to touch on those. That was your Life 101 segment.
And this is Lyfe Uncensored. I'm Skylar Dawn.
I'm Dallas Lewis.
Yeah, we did that one kind of quick. We actually got through that one really
Welcome
quick.
to Tuesday night.
Yes, so Tuesday night, 7 p.m. You can catch us here. You can catch us at Skylar Dawn on YouTube. Go hit that subscribe button. Share us. I got all the kinks figured out, right, Nina? We got them figured out. So you can go on to YouTube and find us. SkylarDawn.com on Instagram or DH Lewis on Instagram. Or you can go to Facebook, SkylarDawn.com. You can also follow us on Lyfe Uncensored Show on Facebook or Lyfe Uncensored on Twitter or Instagram. Now, we also do each and every week a Chivalry 101. It's Etiquette 101, Southern Manners. Is chivalry dead? And we say
Nope.
It is not.
It is not.
It is not at all. And so each and every week we talk about it. It's kind of our way of keeping the men involved, keeping the men having a segment for them that is specifically for them, and making
It's your
sure.
helpful hints corner.
Yes, it is. It's more than hints, but very
Whatever.
should be helpful if you pay attention. So Chivalry 101 for tonight is your husband or spouse. Okay.
Preface this with, you got to start the story from the beginning.
Okay, so there is, for those of you who don't listen to hip hop, most of my people will, but Dallas's people will not.
I don't listen to hip hop.
There's a big hip hop thing going on right now. There's a hip hop artist who has said some things about another hip hop artist, so Kodak Black, in a private conversation with some of his boys, his friends, had made a comment about how he was going to, he's friends with this other hip hop artist who was murdered just a couple weeks ago, a week and a half ago, how he was going to be a friend to his wife, girlfriend, his widow. For a year, he was going to be there for her, help her out, be a shoulder to cry on for a year. Give her a full year to grieve and get over everything, and then he was going to date her, or try to date her.
Try to.
Yeah, try
in
to
his
date
mind.
her.
Try to.
Okay, he's young. He's early 20s, young guy. But he said he was going to give her a full year to grieve before he tried to date her. Well, it has gone off crazy in the hip hop community. A lot of people have banned him from radio and taken his art down and done all this crazy stuff. Which there's other things that you could really hate him for. This, in my opinion, is not one.
Not one of them.
But it got me to thinking. And so it made me want to bring this up for our chivalry topic, because what is a proper amount of time for a man friend
Before he moves in on somebody else's woman.
Yes, before you move in on someone else's woman. What is the proper amount of time to do that? Because I know people who have, passed away, guys who've passed away, and other guys are dating their widows, and they knew the guy, and they're dating them immediately.
Within 6 months.
I mean, yeah, closer, a month, 2 months, 3 months. Guys who, whether you get a divorce, whether they've gone to jail, whether they've died, whether they've just ran off with the babysitter.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be, women are at a very vulnerable state.
Yes.
Now, if a woman leaves a man, they're still emotional, but it's different. But if a guy just disappears from a woman's life,
yeah,
it's a breakup, whatever,
a death,
he's gone,
something,
then a woman is very vulnerable.
Very vulnerable.
At that time.
Very vulnerable.
And not only is she very vulnerable, but during that time, there's a lot of stuff that she's used to having a man take care of for her,
Yeah.
that now she's suddenly does not have a man taking care of her. So she does need
somebody to step in and be a shoulder, not a creeper.
Right. I mean, she does need someone to help her put her inspection thingy on her car, or show her how to change the light bulbs in that big light bulb thing in my backyard.
Yeah.
Or
clean the pool.
Or change the filter in my water filter system for the house. Or,
I don't know how to do that.
You know, things that guys would have done if he was around, but he's like suddenly
not
gone. And there's a sense of security
that's missing
and protection if at 2:00 in the morning I need to call somebody because I heard a noise and I'm not quite wanting to just like annoy the police department.
Right.
But there's somebody I need to call, but I don't need someone to just like all of a sudden push their way in.
Right.
Just because he's gone. Because emotionally.
Because there's an opening.
Yes.
There's a vacated time slot.
Right. Because emotionally, I'm not ready for that right at this moment.
And we don't always know that.
Right.
We don't always know that. And we can mistake certain kindnesses for stronger affection. And a lot of guys just can't make that distinction.
Right.
And they're like, oh, she's ready, she's willing, let's do this. And we're not emotionally there for that.
No, and so when that hug does come in, that strong, warm body, that person that's there, we are vulnerable.
Yeah.
So what is
a proper waiting period?
Yeah, and a guy should wait. And a guy should, as a man, you should be a man, and you should wait, and you should give us time.
Space, yes. Give us our time, because this, I mean, in any case, I mean, this...
So I actually thought, I think that's a good statement.
Yeah.
To wait a year.
To wait a year. I thought that was, I didn't think that there was anything wrong with that. I mean, a year is...
yeah, there's just some other politics behind it. But for him to say that for a year, that is actually, I think, a good grace period to let a female have her time, be there for her.
Right.
But let her in her own time.
Yeah. And, you know, and in some cases it may take longer than a year. If my husband dropped dead today, I'd be in a fetal position in the back room. I'd be devastated. I mean,
I think in divorce care groups and stuff, they say it's like 1 year for every 5 years you were married or something like that you're supposed to be single.
I'll die alone. And I mean, I couldn't imagine life without him. And I definitely couldn't imagine somebody moving in on me.
Yeah.
I was like, no, dude, no, not even.
Yeah, but we do need help.
But we need somebody to be there as a friend, not in a creepy kind of way.
Yeah, because our girlfriends can't do everything.
They can't do everything.
Help with.
Mm-mm.
So, so as a chivalrous gesture, as a guy friends, we do need.
Yes.
We do need that.
We need that.
And guys just understand that and know that just because we accept that help does not mean
accept that hug.
Yes,
that it does not
mean that we need you to step up and be men.
Yeah.
And understand that the emotions are rampant at that point.
And let us be women.
Yes. And console us and take care of the things that need to be taken care of and just be there.
Yes. Absolutely. Well said.
This is Lyfe Uncensored.
Lyfe Uncensored.
You can tune in to us each and every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. I'm Skylar Dawn.
I'm Dallas Lewis.
And you can get us on Skylar Dawn at YouTube, SkylarDawn.com on Facebook and Instagram.
DH Lewis on Instagram. Dallas Lewis on Twitter. I post some weird things on Twitter, so, follow me there. And Lyfe Uncensored Show on Facebook.
Yes, or Lyfe Uncensored on Twitter and Instagram to follow our show. And we will see you, I'll see you next week from Cancun.
Yep, and I'll see you the week after. We're going to try that. She's going to try that.
I'm going to try. We'll see how the internet is. But otherwise, we will see you the following week right here in the studio.
Right here.
And thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you share, comment, like, give us hearts.
Yes. All of the above.
All the above.
All of the above.
And thank you guys for tuning in to us. We love you guys. Good night.
Good night.